Hey guys, it's Griffin. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create and grow Reddit accounts in 2025. Now, this is the exact method that I use in my agency. We are a 7-figure agency. We've been this way for about 6 months now. So this is the exact SOP we use. This is how we go about the brain, the mindset, the steps it takes for each part. I'm going to be breaking it down to them exactly. So in this video, what you'll learn exactly is the A through Z process to create said Reddit accounts at scale, how to warm up those accounts, and then lastly, obviously, how to grow them to become successful in OFM so you can promote on them. Now, the first step. Now, I want to say before we get into the video a little too deep that these softwares, these providers, everything that I use in this video can and will be interchanged by a lot of you guys. You do not have to use the same browser I use. You do not have to get the same proxies I use. This is just my recommendation. This is what works for me. So if it doesn't work the same for you, then I apologize. But this is the browser that I use. It's called Incognition. It's great. You can pay for it, or you can also use it for free. But what you first want to go do is download and install this. Get it installed on your computer, set everything up, make an account. And then you want to go over to any proxy provider. As you see in this screenshot, we're using Proxy Cheap. I don't necessarily love showing my proxy provider, not that this is my main one, but if a bunch of people use the same proxies and they're not paying for the premium ones, it can get a little messy and the quality of them might tarnish. But what you're going to want to do is collect a proxy, but what you want, the whole idea of it, is a static residential and premium. So what premium ensures is that no one's ever used this proxy before. It is fresh, it is clean, it does not have a bad trust score, which makes the trust score on the social media side, which is Reddit in this case, a lot higher when creating these accounts. So the second part of that is the static residential. Why do we go with this over data center, static mobile, any of this? And that's simply because we look at OFM like marketing. What is the normal use for Reddit when people use the app, right? It's usually a desktop or a phone. Now, the phone is just not optimal in this scenario, so we are going with static residential because it replicates a house Wi-Fi, replicates a house IP address because it'll stay still, it won't rotate. That would be weird if your desktop was rotating IPs. So between these two things right here, that is what you want as far as proxies go. Then you're going to go over to that said anti-detect web browser that you downloaded earlier. In this case, Incognition. That's what this screenshot's from right here. And then you're going to enter two things, the account number and name. So this is just for organization purposes. So when you're in the account, you can group these accounts, you can organize them per model, however you want to do it, however you see fit in your agency. The way that we do it is we have a Reddit account number, and then we have the model's group name. So if our model's name was Marissa in this case, it has Marissa's and then Reddit accounts. And then you have the account number right here. And then in my Notion databases, that account number is labeled with a name, age, how long it's been, how much it's been promoting, everything like that. So after that, select whatever browser or desktop you're using. In my case, it's Mac. In most of you cases, I do recommend Windows. It's just a little bit safer. They've been around longer. Just as far as anti-detect web browsers go, I usually see them work a little better with Windows, but Mac also works. Now, as far as these settings down and below, every setting will be different for each Incognition or anti-detect web browser service, but just fill out the basics. Don't try and go overboard with it. And then now, once you've put that proxy into an Incognition browser or anti-detect web browser, you want to collect/create an aged Gmail account. Now, if you don't know how to do this safely and securely at scale, you can send me a message on Telegram. Link will be in the description. I believe it is the second link. We have hundreds of founders that are ready to answer your questions. It's a great group, one of the best communities in OFM that I've seen personally. So I'm very, very thankful that I can be the host and a part of that. Also, we hold weekly calls in there every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's a great time. Live Q&A. We play live games, look at templates, live scenarios, all sorts of stuff. It's great community. But anyways, like I was saying, if you want to join, it'll be in the description. But next, after you've entered the static residential proxy into the anti-detect web browser, you have an aged Gmail account ready. You want to go ahead and launch the profile. So what this means, here's the account number, the proxy we're using, status is ready, the group name, and then also the date. And all you need to do is click the start button. Simple as that. It'll be the same kind of ordeal with a bunch of other anti-detect web browsers. But then once you do that, this is where the fun comes in. So you're going to immediately after that open a website called Scamalytics. Now, what this will allow you to do is check your IP's health from the proxy. So if you don't know how proxies work, there's a bunch of things that go into them, but with each proxy on a static residential at least, you get one dedicated IP address, which can change if you decide to do that from the endpoint generator inside of that proxy provider, but a lot of times it'll be one IP. So you want to go over to Scamalytics and then enter your IP address, click this button right here, and you'll get a score. Now that score is very important. Anything below a 80 is changeable. So what that means is I want you to go back into the proxy provider, try a different one, try and get a better, a premium one, maybe a more expensive one, until you get around that 85 to 90 to 90 and above health score. Now, once you do get that, you want to go over to gmail.com and click this button right here, sign in. And you're going to sign into that Age Gmail account that we were talking about earlier. You're not going to create an account. You're not going to do anything else. You're just going to click this sign in button right here and sign into the Chrome browser. Now, what this does is it recognizes you as the profile owner for that browser. So afterwards, we go to reddit.com. We're going to wait on the page until this pop-up right here shows up. I'm sure y'all have seen this before. It happens on a lot of social medias and just websites in general, or this one right here where you can click this box right here as well to just log into it. And from there, you're going to be logged into your Reddit account. Now, why do we do this as far as logging into the Gmail first and then going to Reddit? It's just a matter of eliminating steps. So every social media has a trust score, and a part of that is just a bunch of little things that add up. So if we can cancel out the whole signing up process and let Reddit believe that since we were already logged into the Gmail, then oh yeah, they're good, they're logged into the email, this is their browser, this is really who they are, let's recommend them, that ups your trust score the second your account gets created by a ton. So that's why we do that way. Now, how do we grow these accounts? You taught us how to create them. How do we grow them? The first thing is I want you to wait 24 hours. Reddit is a lot more complicated than you think. I want you to make this account. Don't do anything. Don't even look at it. Don't do nothing about it. Just wait 24 hours. After that, go to the subreddit new to Reddit. This will give you a bunch of subreddits that are free to comment in, free to post in some of them. But my biggest recommendation is the next week or so, I want you to just be commenting in these subreddits that are in this subreddit. Like I said, consistency, just making sure your comments go up every day or bi-daily, 3 times a day, whatever you want to do, but make sure you're having consistency in that warming up process. And then after 2 weeks of doing this process, I want you to go over to the subreddit, what is my CQS? Now, anything that you post in this subreddit, you will get this little bar at the end of it that'll either say low, lowest, high, highest. It will have a bunch of different options for you. And I want you to wait till the CQS when you post in this subreddit says high. And wait till that until you start posting and creating your own subreddits. And the reason for this is just because CQS, it's like a drug that is an additive. So when you are constantly posting and building your CQS will grow continually. But the second that you stop posting randomly, that is when your CQS is going to drop. So that brings me into the second part of buying accounts. Now, when buying accounts, make sure your vendor has been keeping up the CQS, because a lot of people, they come to me like, Griffin, I just bought this Reddit account for $100 that has all these subreddits, but I posted on it and I immediately got banned. And they asked the person when's the last time they got on that account, and it's been like 6 months. So when you're buying these accounts, which is not a bad idea at all, I do personally have a vendor for account creations, but I don't necessarily use it a bunch unless I am in a rush for a model to get on Reddit. But the whole idea is that the vendor is keeping up that CQS, because if not, all the CQS points that you've previously built up are just going to drop. And then when you post for the first time, that is how you get banned off the rip. So now that is how you grow and also scale your Reddit accounts. At the last part of this video, I want to talk to all the serious agency owners. It's just my way of cutting out the people who don't really care about OFM. If you watch this far into the video, as you know, I don't really do a bunch of edits. It's just raw value that I give out. I have nothing to sell, like I said, but I want to talk to all of my serious agency owners. We just launched this inside of my Telegram. I told everyone in my Telegram that if we hit a certain number of people before a certain day, that I would apply a partnership application inside of the group. And I'm bringing it over here to YouTube. So you can now apply to partner with UnityLink. If you didn't already know, which is my personal agency, my 7-figure agency that we've generated for creators for past 6 months now, it is the third link in the description, I believe. If you need help with anything right here on screen, I'm not going to read through it, but if you are lacking in OFM and you have a model, you're making some income, but you don't want to pay $5,000 for a mentorship. You don't want to pay anything. And if you want to just genuinely take your shit seriously, scale it to the next level, you can now hand it off to UnityLink. Now, I have a couple of reminders for everyone that sounds like, oh, this is too good of a deal, XYZ. This is not for everyone. As open as it may seem, you must be a semi-experienced person with a model already signed into your agency. Reminder 2, we will not be doing everything for you. We will not just take everything on your agency, do it for you, and leave it there. And we're not also going to leave you in the dark. So that is one additive about it, is that when we partner with you, we're not going to be taking over your whole agency. We're going to be handling what you want us to handle while teaching you how to do it. So you will learn, adapt, and become more efficient in the processes that we have. So what am I getting across from this? It's just the fact that if you are not somebody who is seriously ready to dedicate a amount of time, your effort, your motivation, everything to agency and to this game, then please, with all due respect, do not fill out this form. But if you are somebody that is serious, you want to scale, you've been waiting for something like this, then please do. I encourage you to go fill out that form. My team will get back to you within 48 hours, whether accepted, rejected, interested, whatever it is. We will not leave you waiting. All of the applications get funneled into my Notion database, in which I get immediate notification on my cell phone, so I'll know exactly when to respond to you guys. I check every application, but like I said, serious agency owners only. I can't say it enough. But if you did enjoy this video, I encourage you to leave a like. It really helps me with the YouTube, what I'm trying to do with my personal brand. But that's really all I had to cover. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, leave a like. If not, I don't really care. Either way, it's been Griffin, and peace out.